Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a requested video. It is the 10 baby names that I love but will not be using. And I'm happy you guys requested it because I was going to do this video anyway, so it's nice to know that you're actually interested in learning about some of the names that we like but will not be using. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I have a list in no particular order and it's going to be a mix of boy and girl names. And a lot of these names we actually really considered about naming our child it, but for some reason we just decided against it. We do have quite a few names put on the side for us to consider once we know the gender, and then we will narrow it down to a few and then actually name the baby when it comes. We won't be naming it before it comes. So the first name is actually for a girl, even though it's kind of more of a boy's name, and it is Riley. And our last name is actually Robertson. So I just thought a little girl named Riley Robertson would just be the cutest thing in the world. And Dan really liked it too, but unfortunately our family dog, my mom and stepdad's dog's name is Riley, and he's been around for a while and he doesn't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. So it just seemed weird to name our baby and then have the family dog Riley. So maybe in the future we can use it when he's gone, but right now it just didn't feel right to use it. But I love the name Riley for a girl. This next name is for a boy and I absolutely loved it, but Dan unfortunately vetoed it and he is not a fan. So we won't be using it as much as I wanted to. But the name Weston, there's something about it that I really liked. I like a lot of names that end in "un" or "in." And I don't know why he didn't like it, but I just thought it was really cute. I've seen it for girls too, where it's just spelled differently, and I think that's cute as well. This next name is for a little girl, and it's a little bit different, and I really like the name, but I just didn't see it for us personally, but I do love it. I love to hear when other people use it, and I don't know, it's just, we both liked it, but it just didn't make the cut. And it is Lennon. And Dan's very musically talented, so it kind of had a connection with John Lennon type of thing, but it just didn't stick for us. But I think it's super cute, and I've seen it spelled a lot of different ways, but we like this spelling. This next name is a bit more common nowadays, whereas before it wasn't as common, but I always loved it. And it's just almost too common, that's why we're not using it now. But I really like the name AIDEN for a boy. I just think it's super cute, I love it. Again, it has the N ending, so I naturally really liked it, but I don't know, I just felt it was too common for us, but I do really like it. This next name is actually it could be for a girl or a boy, but I personally like it for a girl, and it is CAMDEN. I just thought it was really cute, especially for a little girl. I wasn't really a fan of shortening it to Cam for a girl, but I mean, you don't have to shorten every name. But again, I just thought it was really cute, different. Not a lot of people are naming their babies CAMDEN. I've only seen a few, so I just thought it was really different. This next name is for a boy, and again, it's becoming one of those more common names. And our friends actually just named their baby this, but with different spellings. So obviously we're not gonna name our baby the same as theirs, but it's MADDOX. And I've seen it spelled many ways, but we personally like this spelling. I think it's just a really cute name, but again, our friends named it, so that's done. This next name is for a girl, and it's a lot more feminine than I'm into right now for names for girls. I loved this name before. I thought it flowed really nicely with our last name, and I even had a middle name picked out. But then as time went on, I don't feel like it really matches us, and I don't care if it has to be shortened, but there was just any way of shortening this name I did not like. And it is Sienna. And I think the name Sienna is so beautiful. I even had a middle name. I was gonna name her Sienna Lee Robertson, and I thought it would be so cute, but the idea of people calling her Cece, it just really threw me off. And I know it's not about the nicknames, but there's just something about it that I just couldn't get over. So love the name, but just not for us. The next name is for a girl, and again, it's becoming more common because of Game of Thrones and things like that. And it's ARYA. And the name ARYA, I'm not really a fan of, but I really like Ari. And so if we were to name our child ARYA, I think we would just stick it to Ari anyways. But again, it's just becoming more common, and I still think it's a really good name, but just not for us. This next name can be used for a boy or a girl. I think we would have used it for a boy, and it is Finley. I think it is super cute. Dan really likes Finn for short, and so do I. But again, something just didn't stick where it was like, that's the name. So it is off the list. We weren't really like 100% sold on it, but I do really like it, and I think it's super cute. This next name is for a girl, and it's not very common. I've never even heard of it or seen it spelled this way, and we were really sold on it. But when we started telling our family about it, they just tore it apart and they hated it. So we naturally were like, oh, okay, well maybe we don't want to use that name so much. After that, we decided we weren't going to tell them any more names because they can just keep their opinions to themselves when it's born, and they don't have an option but to like it. So this name is Ireland, and anytime we tell someone, they think, oh, Ireland, like the country, and we say, no, it's Ireland. And we just thought it was really different, really cute. I loved it. I thought it was just the perfect, unique name, but our families hated it. So it's off the list. Maybe someone else can use it, but it's off our list, which is really unfortunate because we were like, oh, it even has like R-E in the name. We could call her Ari, but oh well. We're not so much in love with it anymore, but it was definitely on our list for sure. So that is it for my 10 baby names that I love but will not be using. Dan has his own opinion of names that he likes. I didn't include any of them in this video because they're very traditional and old, and I just didn't feel like we would be giving birth to like an 80-year-old, and I don't know, it was just really, like he likes John as an example, and I just didn't feel like that was gonna fly with me. So I've vetoed a lot of his names, and he's vetoed a lot of my names, so that's fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some ideas. You might have hated some, you might have loved some, and that's okay. That's why people sometimes just keep their names to themselves. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more updates.